welcome back. If you want brows like these, right, come to your girl's channel and I'll hook you up. Okay, that's natural lighting. You see how flawless this is looking? Look at that. What? Can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Time to put on makeup before you leave the house, this is another alternative. Some people that don't have brows, I have something coming up for you in this video. Please watch the whole video until the end. First, I'm starting off with an angle brush with a spoolie attached to it. Make sure you clean your angle brushes because I don't always get to do mine before I leave the house, but make sure you do clean it before you use it, again, so you don't have breakouts. Comb out your brows for the process to be easier for you. I'm going to, before I actually apply the makeup, it would make sense for me to do my brows. That's why I've grown them out so much. As you can see, I've grown my eyebrows out so you guys can see how it looks. I wanted to show you guys how I do my brows because a lot of girls, they're wasting money doing their brows, their nails, their toes, their hair. You can do it all yourself. It takes a lot of patience. I'm not going to lie to you. It takes patience. And if you don't got patience, I would say pay for it. But when it comes to my brows, I let nobody touch my brows because my brows was looking like a McDonald sign, guys. Like, they used to be way fuller than this, and I don't really agree with waxing at all, or plucking. Threading is the same as plucking because it's taking it from the root. I don't agree with that because your eyebrows start to look further apart, thinner, and they're not as full as they naturally was before you started that. And if you started out and you already had thin brows, it's just going to make the situation worse. But the razor is your friend. But I can say that I really do think that razors for your eyebrows are the best way because if you don't like it, it can always grow back. Okay, I have this lovely kit here and I got it from Amazon. It has a flip mirror, you know, it has this is just the covering for it. And that's what I'm going to be using to show you guys this because it's better lighting here than it actually is in my bathroom. I'm using today a double-edged razor. If you guys are not a pro, I would say for your first time, use an eyebrow razor. This is an eyebrow razor. This is not sharp enough for me because this one is dull. I probably could have bought a new one from the store and just used it because it is safer. It really is safer. And I would prefer you use this, but I'm a pro. So I'll use either a regular razor or a double-edged razor. In this case, I've racked up on double-edged razors. I also have tweezers. You're gonna need yourself a good pair of tweezers. And I have these blunt tweezers that are really good. They snag everything. Like, I love these tweezers. You know, and then I have this side with the slant that's really good to get everything, but over time I feel like it doesn't grip as much. Like, I don't know if you guys can really see, but it's not gripping towards the ends the way I want. So I'm trying to get my camera to focus, but you know, if I press it hard enough, maybe it can, but I shouldn't have to do extra work than I should have to. So maybe it's just time to get me a new set, but the ends here are really good, so that's what I'm going to be using. But we're going to razor first, and this is how my pack of double-edged razors come. We can get down to business. I have like so much allergies, guys, so bear with me. I have, like, if you zoom into my face at all, I have what? Look at that. Inconvenient. You know what's sad? Like, my friends be like, why do you go so heavy on your edge control? They're right. I need to stop. This is how your edges look when they've been on for 3 days. You haven't refreshed them. Don't be like me out here, okay? It's not flattering. So anyway, this side is okay. This side isn't. Whatever. Before that, I didn't even do no edges because it's my day off. My day off means everything is on.
Let's rewind that real quick.
My day off means everything is on. That sounds bad. But look, okay, we're going to get started. I like to go, listen, when you first start doing your brows, try to stick in the perimeter. Find these charts on Google and look for eyebrow outline, and they will help guide you to get the perfect arch every single time. Use this chart if you're just starting, please. All right, so starting with my brows, you want to always go a little bit, you know, wider than what you would want the arch to be. Like, I'm going to leave the little excess hair there instead of wiping it away so you can see like the line I'm making. I'm not razoring much because I want my brows to be as full and natural as possible, but I don't want to get it in the way. And if you guys are using like a double-edged razor, make sure that you do not cut so deeply and like dig into your skin, because it will show. Like, even if you don't feel the cut, it will cut into your skin. This is like, you have to be very careful. Like, that's why I'm doing this while my son is like at school. I'm not a professional, I'm just showing you what I do, okay? and it's looking real clean. You see that already? You see the arch forming? I like my arches not to be pointed. I like it to be a little more rounded. Like, I don't mean round like a circle, but I don't like the edges of like the arch of my brows to be pointy, because it makes you look like you're mad when you're not, you know. Let me get my little spoolie. I think that's what's gonna comb them out of the way. And this part, I like to arch it as though it's a C, but I go according to, like, I like to go according to the natural curve of my brow. Like, this will have to get all chopped off from here down. Like, from here down, gotta go. And then it'll make my brows look fuller than what it is. So I'm gonna just do it. At the bottom, I really do think I'm going to need to use both my hands, because, you know, I gotta wear my eyebrows every day, and I don't want to always put on makeup. This is to, like, if you don't have time to put on makeup before you leave the house, this is another alternative. Some people that don't have brows, I have something coming up for you in this video. Please watch the whole video until the end.
This part I would recommend that you use your tweezer, but either way is fine.
Guys, I want you to remember that your eyebrows are sisters. Like, they're not identical, so one may look fuller than the next, but I feel like personally I could see a difference already. I could have arched them a little bit more on this one, but I just don't want to do that. I like to keep it as full as possible, like the more untouched look. I've been doing this for years, because the last time when I started doing my brows, I was 19, because I said, no, nobody's going to embarrass me like that again and make me look like a McDonald sign. And I noticed that my eyes was getting thinner here. Like, it was just getting thinner in different parts, you know, because you would tell them thick and they would still do it thin. Everybody has their preference, and only you know what you really like. I might want a thinner brow tomorrow and a thicker one today. That's why I say it's best to use your eyebrow razor, a regular razor, and if you're really experienced, a double-edged razor. Before you put makeup, we're going to actually swab with alcohol. Okay, so now I have it on the tissue. I'm just going to swab it off. Woo! 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 I'm sorry. Yo, I didn't expect that. Let me stop saying yo. Oh. Woo! Whoa! Dang. Look at all that hair. It's dirty. I put on, woo! I put on, what's that called? Dang, that really was like spicy burning. Let me get the other side. Whoa, okay, it don't hurt no more because it's clean. But first, must be some cuts there that I don't know about. But you see, she's looking good. I don't even need to like really fill my brows in anymore. It looks on the thinner side because the light is like really to the max. Handy dandy. Everything I use is like mostly Tattoo Studio. If you have not tried that, it's in the drugstore. You can get it from CVS, Rite Aid, Walmart, Target. Yeah, any place that has like that drugstore, you know, beauty line section. Go to Maybelline, New York Tattoo Studio, and that's how it looks. This is their pencil. Okay, nice up close and personal. You can see all the dips in my brow. All the dips in my brow. I'm just gonna outline that. Ooh, I think I might use this from now on. Put this in the car. Cause you know you gotta have some brows in the car at all times. You never know when you're gonna film. Cause you know I do vlogs. And they got the nice little spoolie on the side, you know? Okay, didn't want to let me touch it. And then comb it out. Look how simple that was. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. You see what I'm saying? Eyebrow number one. Eyebrow number one. Okay, and I like to put it more towards like the bottom area so that it don't be thin. And you go really thin there. And if you're ever too heavy, swipe up with your finger. You know, I was a little too heavy in this area, so I'll just keep combing it. And yeah, so look how beautiful that brow is. I haven't even put any makeup, any foundation, anything like that. Okay, so for the other brow, I'm going to show you another trick. I'm going to be using the LA Girl Toffee. Make it more defined, right? I use a little too much right there. Usually I like to start from the middle of my crease. And guys, I'm going fast because, you know, I guess I know what I'm doing. Don't bring it too far up, you know, because you don't want to erase all your hard work. It's best to, like, when you're doing this, try to go further away from the brow and then come down, because if you look like a complete crazy person, that's okay, because you can always clean it up. You know, if it's like up here and you were supposed to get down here, it's okay, because you can always clean it up. You know, I'm doing the outline of my brow, but I like more of a natural brow, and I'm gonna show you an Insta brow as well. You're going to take that spoolie and you could just do this. So say I don't have any brushes in the car, just doing that alone teases it away without you taking away the actual, you know, product entirely. But you notice that I'm not necessarily touching the brow. So when I do touch, I go in the order it's supposed to be in, but I don't touch too much. And I dive back in, and don't be heavy-handed. Be very light-handed with this, and it looks phenomenal. It looks on point. my brow looks amazing. Look at the difference. This, even if I comb this, go like that, because we arched it, it looks really good, but it's empty right there. It was empty over here in the same spot, but you don't even notice anymore. So now, this is mascara I use. It's CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. Okay, with this brow, you see, it's looking, it just looks good. Like, I don't need to do anything. But this bad boy, as you can see, it's clearly brown. We're gonna make fake strokes. It's gonna leave certain dots and make extra lines to make the brow look fuller than what it is. Half the time I suggest that you don't wipe away the excess, you know, from whatever strokes. Don't get scared of mistakes. Like, that's a mistake, clearly, right? But it could still be cleaned up. I'm just gonna take that off of my little swab and try not to be heavy because I was being very heavy-handed, but I'm adding extra strokes to my brow. As you can see, that's not naturally there. And I don't really care if it doesn't look as natural. That part I don't care about as much. And you see, it made it way more defined. And I'm just keep adding strokes, right? And then combing it the way I want it to be. Woo, you see how dark it got towards the end? Now I'm going to make some strokes, bring it further than what it is, and you see it looks terrible. You can always go in with your spoolie and comb that up, right? And by doing that, it eliminates your harsh look. Look, I don't even need to clean up like I thought I did. Perfect. So if you're in the car, you can't clean up. You don't have your alcohol, whatever, you know, on the go, or you have a purse, because I didn't always have a car. This is my tricks I used to do in public. Now, me cleaning up the same way with or without any sort of makeup, it looks great. It looks great. I just used the mascara and a spoolie. That's it. As you can see, I'm good to go. It looks completely natural. You would have never known I've done anything else to my brows. But now we're going to clean up with the LA Girl Pro concealer, and we're going to clean up with that angle brush. And you can buy these brushes online, you know, that come with spoolies on the end, and it's cheap. The Amazon brushes, you don't need to go to Sephora, Ulta Beauty, and all those other places just to get that high-end look for cheap. And I'm going to do makeup tutorials if you guys want that. And I might make a channel for that because I don't really want to get that too much on this channel. This is just because it was highly requested. So I'm going back in with my concealer. And I told you before, I usually like to start from the middle and the end, because I like it to look extremely defined towards the end and use the lighter product, the residue, towards the beginning and on top, because I don't need people to think I'm trying to be too obvious, you know. Look what that residue just did. You see what I'm saying? It's too much down here, right? You touch right exactly on it and drag down. If you have brows that's like overgrown and they really like look too bushy, you can always comb them up. And I like to cut a little bit above like the bottom of the brush where it stops there, and then swoop it over, because my brows used to be very bushy like that and they're not now because of all that plucking and tweezing. I didn't color anything in, and you see how natural it looks? It looks better than this brow now. Do you see that? This one looks fuller, so it's better for camera, but this one looks so natural, it's ridiculous. It just really looks so natural. I almost can't tell which one is which. Wow. Wait, I can tell which one is which. But if you ever want to go in, you can always go back in with your pencil to make it fuller and do both. Now I'm going to show you how to spruce it up with the tattoo liquid. You just dip it in with your, it comes with a little spoolie and an angle brush. And that one, I really love it. I prefer it over all else because it looks amazingly natural. So I would just dip, go very light. Right now, I'm going to go over that brow just to, you know, fill it in more, and you're going to see where I'm coming from. I'm making this CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume on my brow. You can use this on your lashes, but I don't. Okay. To add some extra, you know, it makes it look controlled. It's like having one of those lashes that will stay in place all day. You know, it's kind of like that. And then you can go with your spoolie and clean up shop. And I have some brows that's, you know, overlapping. You see that residue? Took it right off. Easy. Easy. I'm sorry about that. Like, somebody was calling. Okay. Now you guys see why I say start off from the middle. That sounds really crazy when I use it like this. But you see that little trick that I do over here? I don't need to do that on this one because I didn't shade it in as much as the other side. Okay, you see that? Ooh, child, things are going to get easier. You're gonna be able to do your brows now. You're gonna look like a queen, like you always been. You always look like a queen, but now you're gonna be the baddest. And when they ask you how to do your brows, tell them, go to Angel. Ooh, you saw my eyebrow? You saw my, did you see my contact doing that weird thing you do? Whatever. When they ask you, where'd you learn how to do your brows? Say, Angel Brooks sent you. Angel Brooks. Angel Brooks sent you. Angel Brooks say, Angel Brooks sent you. Angel Brooks. Angel Brooks sent you. Angel Brooks. All right. Yeah, so I gotta go pick up my baby. So, oh my gosh, look at that hair. Don't look at that hair. Don't look at that hair. But anyway, looks nice, right? Your finger is your best blender, so we just gonna go in here and just blend. You see how flawless this is looking? Look at that. What? Can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. I really need to do my hair. Like, I really just rushed out the house like this today. Unacceptable. Did my little bun, rushed out the house, and I was good to go. But I need to stop doing that because, you know, you gotta be a baddie, especially on your days off. But I like to be free, no makeup, just get up and go. And now that my brows is naturally done, like even if I didn't have these, as you guys saw in the video, my brows was already on point after I already arched them. Now you know exactly what to do. You can walk out the house every single day confidently. Now if you don't want that feeling sensation from getting your eyebrows like either tinted or what's that called? I forgot what's those other microbladed? Is it called that? Microbladed eyebrows? That's not what it's called. But if you don't want that, these are some good tricks and tips for you to do. And practice makes perfect, guys. And if you guys are interested in my